this video, we're going to talk about how to start an LLC in California. But before we get into it, I just want to say congratulations, and I'm so proud of you, as wanting to start a business is going to change you and your family's life for the better. And that's huge. If you don't know, I'm Darcy, your favorite business coach, as I help people start and fund businesses. You're gonna learn all about how to start an LLC in the state of California. And I'm gonna share tips and tricks in this video that you're not gonna hear anywhere else. Plus, I'm gonna tell you about hidden costs that most new business owners don't know about. So I need you to pay close attention and watch to the end of the video. And so the reason why LLCs are the best entity type for business owners is because you get to legally separate yourself from the business. If some sort of way you were to get sued, if you had an LLC, your house, your car, any personal assets that you own would be protected. If you didn't have an LLC, all those things that you own would be up for grabs. And that's why you're gonna protect yourself with an LLC. The second reason you would want an LLC is because when you have an LLC, you have access to a lot more money to help grow your business. Taylor Brands, the sponsor of this video, has made it their mission to help aspiring entrepreneurs just like you start their business and set up their LLC in 6 simple steps. The first step to setting up an LLC is choosing a business name. When considering a business name, you want it to be a name that is available in the state of California and available across all social media platforms. You also want to avoid business names that suggest you're a government agency, a bank, an insurance company, or you're operating in a high-risk industry. And so to check if your name is available, you're gonna head over to Taylor Brands and do a quick name search. In less than 30 seconds, they will let you know whether or not the business name is available. It's time to decide on an LLC designation. You have a couple of options. You can go with limited liability company, LLC, or L.L.C. For my personal business, I chose to go with LLC. And so if you consider each of these factors when naming your business, it's going to be set up correctly so that you don't have to pay more money to change it later on. Moving on to step 2. This is where you choose your state. Fortunately for you, you've chosen the state of California. An important consideration though, that most new business owners don't know about is that you wanna think about getting a virtual office. The reason that a virtual office is so important is because it protects you from using your home address as your business address on your LLC paperwork. Most new business owners don't know is that your business address is public record. So if you were to use your home address, anybody would be able to find your home address when looking up your business online. And what's great is that Taylor Brands can provide you with a virtual address to fit your business's needs. And so a lot of things that you'll need to set up your business, Taylor Brands provides all of it in one solution, which you're not gonna get from a lot of other places. The third step in setting up an LLC is choosing your registered agent. And so a registered agent is typically a company or person that takes legal mail on your business's behalf. And so generally speaking, a registered agent should be a company because the registered agent address is public record and the registered agent has to be available during normal business hours. And so if you plan on traveling or if you just want to protect your home address, then having a registered agent is a good way to go. Which brings us to step 4, which is filing your articles of organization. The way you would get started, you would go to my description and click the Taylor Brands link. It's going to take you to this page right here. And if you scroll a little further down, you're gonna see the different packages that Taylor Brands offers. We have the Light, Essential, and Elite plan. The Light plan will help you take care of the basics and form your LLC. And then we have the Essential plan. With the Essential plan, they will form your LLC just like in the Light, but you'll also get additional features like expedited processing. You'll also get an operating agreement and annual compliance support. And so within that annual compliance report, there's paperwork that your business has to file and submit every single year. And so if you're not sure what that is, considering that it's unique to each state, Taylor Brands can help you so that you get that paperwork submitted and submitted by the due date so that you're not paying costly fines, because we don't want that. And then we have the Elite Plan. And so with the Elite Plan, you're getting everything in the Essential Plan plus crucial branding that's going to help you market your business. And so that looks like a website, 1 year of domain services, business cards that you can hand out to potential customers, as well as access to a social media post maker. And so if you want to take care of your LLC formation and branding all in one place, then by far Taylor Brands is the best option for you and is going to help you set all of that up. And so once you have an idea of the package you are interested in going with, you're going to scroll back up and select the state of California and then click Get Started. Now we're going to type in our business name to make sure it's available. After initial check, it's going to confirm whether or not it's available. And then you're going to hit Next. And now Taylor Brands is just going to ask us a few questions about our business so that they can then recommend what they believe would be best for us to get set up. And so one of the questions Taylor Brands will ask us is, what stage is our business in? Is it just an idea? Are we taking the first steps? Are we about to launch, or are we already in business? And so we'll answer that question based off where we are and then move on. And then it's going to ask us, when do we plan on launching Darcy's business? Let's say as soon as possible, as we are ready to go. Now we need to enter in the industry for the business. If you're not sure what industry your business is in, you can do a quick ChatGPT search and then move on from there. But we're going to go with education and then professional services. Are we planning on hiring employees in the upcoming year? Let's go with no, not right now. If you are, that is great. You would hit yes and then continue. And then it's going to ask us, what all are we planning to do for our business? Do we need LLC services, which we are getting done today? We also want taxes and accounting, an EIN, a logo, a website, licenses and permits. Do we want insurance? And so there's a lot of different things that go into setting up your business and LLC correctly. And what's nice about Taylor Brands is that you can get everything you need in one platform. Now we're at step 5. This is where you would want to fill out the operating agreement. While the operating agreement isn't a required form that you have to fill out, it is a form that you'd want to fill out with your other business partners or fill out yourself if you're a single member LLC. And the reason why this form is so important is because it talks about a lot of responsibilities as well as procedures in your business. And so one of the things included in your operating agreement is who will be responsible for what. And so if you have a couple of business partners, you're going to clearly spell out who is responsible for managing marketing, operations, or finance. And then you're also going to talk about who is going to get the profit in your business and how much profit will they get. And it's also going to include some of the not so good things, like what happens if there's a disagreement between the business owners, or what will happen if y'all decide to close down the business. And so as you see, the operating agreement is a very important form that you would want to fill out ahead of time so that you're prepared when the situation happens later on in the business. And so Taylor Brands can help you with filling out an operating agreement, or you can fill it out yourself. And I've linked a operating agreement template in the description below. And for the final step, this is post-formation steps. And so after you hear back from Taylor Brands letting you know that your LLC has been officially formed with the state of California, you have a few more things that you want to do. The first thing that you want to do is get an EIN. An EIN stands for an employer identification number. This is like a social security card for your business and is another layer of separation between you and your business. And so you can set this up yourself by going straight to the IRS website, or Taylor Brands can take care of this step for you. Then once you have that EIN, you're going to want to open up a business bank account. This is when you know your business is actually doing business, when you see some money hit that bank account balance, which is very very exciting knowing that you are getting paid within your business. And so setting up the EIN and business bank account should take no longer than 5 days. Once you get that set up, you do want to file 2 important forms. The first form that you want to file is the Statement of Information Report. This will cost you about $20 to file directly with the California Secretary of State, but it is required to file this form within 90 days of formation. You also need to file the BOI report. The BOI report stands for the Beneficial Ownership Information Report. And this report isn't required by the Secretary of State, but by FinCEN, or the Financial Crimes Network. You can file this report yourself, and I've left a video of how to do so in the description below, or Taylor Brands can help you get this form filed. But the State of Information Report, as well as the BOI report, are 2 very important forms that you need to fill out in order to have your LLC properly set up in the state of California. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have in the comments below. I cannot wait to see you next time. Peace, stay building.